Welcome, YouTube subscribers, to the wonderful world of games. One of 7 worlds and 7 World Productions, a division of Angel Grant Music. My name is Gino, and I'm the owner of Angel Grant Music and executive director of 7 World Productions. This series is a series dedicated to the ancient game of backgammon. You can find this particular game on www.247backgammon.org. It'll be the link will be in the description underneath. Let's start by examining the playing field that we have here. This is the first page that comes up whenever you go to 24.7backgammon.org, and we're going to just click on play, and then we can put in our name. I put my name in, Gino, and then you can play it as many games as you'd like. For this purpose, for this demonstration, we'll just play one game, and we'll make the difficulty, as you can see, you can choose. We'll make it easy so that we can watch how we can progress. Now let's go ahead and start. And here is the board. Now let's talk about the board. The board has these points that you travel on, and these are your men, and you have to bear your men off. The white needs to bear this way, and the red needs to bear this way. Here's where you bear off, and the whole object of the game is to get your men off the board before the other person gets theirs off the board. Now, here's a couple of rules that you want to follow, and basically you roll the dice, and then you move your men with the numbers that have come up, and you move your men accordingly, and you can't stop at a place that's blocked. For instance, this spot, and this spot is blocked, and this spot is blocked by white, so red cannot get on it. If there's only one man on there, you can hit them and bounce them up to the board right up here. They come up here, then they gotta start all over from the beginning. White has to come back here, red has to come back here. The point of origin for both teams is where they are closest to the bearing off section. Okay? Let's and to start the game, you roll one, and then we're playing against the computer. These are pips, by the way. That's what these are known as. You see, these are pips. There's 3, 6, 6 and 6 is 12, and 12 is 24. So you put your mouse right on the roll dice and you click. We rolled a 3, computer rolled a 6, the computer wins the roll. And then we resume. Now watch what the computer does. They move 3 and 6. You see what they did? They took one of these and moved 1, 2, 3. And then they moved another one that was from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, don't worry about the doubling view. We'll talk about that in a subsequent episode. For now, let's just roll our dice and see what we get. We get a 2 and a 3. Now, it lights up your options. This is what's cool about this game, because it tells you exactly what your options are. Any one of those that are lit up can go either 2 or 3, and it's your decision how you want to go. And then once you decide on which one you want to move, which one of these numbers, then more options come up. Let's try one. Look, it even shows you where those options go to which pip. Here's 2, here's 3, here's 2 and 3. You see. Let's just do this. This is going to be it. We'll make it easy. There, you see how that works? Now the computer rolled a 3 and a 1. And it went 1 and 3. Now, it's playing easy. It's not playing an expert. An expert would never allow these many men to be all by themselves, because you come here and you can hit and knock every one of these back here to the beginning, and then it's going to take them longer. Watch what happens when we roll now. A 1 and a 5. So we're going to roll this one a 1. Now watch what happens. See, the white goes up there, and then we'll roll this one again. 5. Now we have 2 white ones up there. Now they have to come in, and they can only come in where there's a free spot. So strategy comes into play here. You want to block all these pips so that when you hit somebody, they have a harder time to come back in. Let's see if we can hit a few more. 2 and 5. Well, let's do this one, which will be 2. And then let's move this one, 5, to here, so that it now becomes safe. He can't hit it from here. 3 and 1. So he came in now. He had 2 to bring in. He had no choice. We hit a 3 and 1. Let's start blocking some of his. So we'll do this 1, and then we'll do this as a 3. You following me? You see what's happening here? Uh-huh. Now he's hit me, you see? And that puts me up on the bar. Now, doubles. Let's talk about doubles. When doubles are rolled, the numbers are doubled. You can move the double amount. So instead of moving just 1 and 1, we can now move 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. So there are options for. We'll put 1 there. Then we'll move this one twice. Now we have 1 left. And he can only come in on the 1 because the 5 is now blocked, you see? So now we want to try to see if we can either roll a 5 or a 3 to cover this one up. Oh, look at that, a 5 and a 3. Wow. Talk about luck. Well, let's just move this one 3 then. And we'll move this one in. The more men, remember, the whole object of the game is to get all of your men around and bearing off. And he's playing hard to get. Well, we'll just hit him. There's a 3. And let's just go ahead and move 6. We want to get around. 4 and 2. He has to come in on the 4, and then he marched this one down to 2. Let's roll. We're on a roll here. 4 and 3. Well, this is a little tricky. Let's do this one 3 to here. So you click on it, and then you click to where you want it to go. That's how you make your men move in this game. So you click on this one, and you click it to where you want it to go. 5 and 4 is what he had. We have a 5 and 4. Outstanding. Watch this. Now this one is going to go 5 to here. Not only did we knock him up, but now we move this one 4. We cover another pip. He can only roll a 1 or a 3 to get in. I mean a 1 or a 2 to get in. He's in dire straits. 4 and 2. We'll move this one 2 to here. And we'll move this one 4 in so that we can, once they're all in this area, then they can start bearing off. You can't bear off until all of your men are in this area. You were maybe asking, why can't I just bear this one off? Because you can't until all of your men are in this area. Then you can start bearing off. Roll the dice. Let's move this one to here. That's a 3 and a 4. Another. This one, 3 and a 4. So we're getting them all in there. Now we only have 4 men left to get into our position to bear off. 4 and 1. How about this one goes 1, and then this one goes 4. Now he rolled a 2. He can get in, and he's trying to get out. Let's just keep him going back. 1 and 3. Now we only have 3 men left to go in. Okay. Let's move this one to here. That's a 1. And we'll move this one to here. That's a 2. Another 1 and 2. So we'll go 1, 2, and 1. That's 3 to there. This is just a game of math. 2. Outstanding. Watch this. This is my 2. And this is my 4. You see? Now he has to roll a 1 to get off the bar. He is stuck on the bar until he rolls a 1. And you can keep rolling. Here's a 6. And here's a 3. And we roll again. Double 4s. Now we can move 4 4s. There's 1. Now we're all in here. We can bear off. There's 2. There's... You don't want to leave anyone open. There's 3. And there is 4. As long as they're more than 1 on any one of these pips, they can't hit you. But he's come in now on the 6. We're going to start bearing off now. There's a 2. There's a 5. We move this one a 3. You don't want to leave him by himself because if he hits a 4, he can hit you. That's why I did that. When you do this, instead of bearing the 3 off, you always have a choice to, if you can move another one, then do it. Now here's a 2 and a 5. Double 3s. Now this is good because this will show you something. We can do 1, 2, and 3. We can't do the 4th one because there are no more possible moves. Why? Because the 3 that I could move to there is blocked. I cannot do it, so there's no possible moves. Well, we have to do the 6 and we have to do the 1. Whenever you have rolls that you can make, you must make them. So this one leaves the 3 open. He hit a 3. He elected not to hit me. There's a 4. There's a 5. And of course, if you're down here in the lower pips and you have bigger numbers, you can bear them off. They're considered bearable. There's a 3 and a 4. And we win the game. And it's 3 times than 1. Why? Because they had men left in these backfields. If he'd have been starting to bear off, he would have only lost 1. If he would have had men only in this field and this field, he would have been a 2. But since he had these 3 areas, 1, 2, and 3, we get 3 wins. And that's basically how the game is played. Now, anytime you play this game, you have the option of going to this question mark, which details the instructions on how to play this game. And it's quite simple. If you read these, you'll be able to play. You know a little bit about math, you'll be able to play. And the more you play, the more you'll realize there are some strategic places on the board that you need to learn to block. For instance, this one and this one. The sooner you can block those, well, for me, it's for the red, it would be this one and this one. Block those because it makes it real difficult for the white to get out. And you want to get yours out before he gets a chance to block his. And then, of course, your best bet is to get these 2, 2, 2, 2 in each one of these to keep them from being stepped on by the white. So essentially, those are the game, the rules of the game. You can always move back 1. There's a hint. If you want sound effects, you can hear the dice roll. It's kind of cheesy, but if you like that, you can do that. That's about it. There's no music. The music that you're listening to is music that I've added. I hope you liked this first episode of Backgammon. There'll be more to come as we progress in the game, and I'll show you how some of the neat tricks and maneuvers that you can do in order to win a game. I'm at expert level because I've been playing for many, many years. But this is a wonderful old game, and it could be such fun to play for a very long time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, click like if you liked it. Leave comments for anything that you'd like to add to this episode. And why don't you subscribe to our channel, and then you can look at some of the other worlds that we have. I have other games that I have. Just in this wonderful world of games, I have Bridge, and I have a game called Banished, and Ebony, and Golf, and SimCity, and you name it. I've got all kinds of games coming on board here. So come back to see me, as well as some of my other worlds. I have the wonderful world of art, the wonderful world of books, the wonderful world of family, the wonderful world of food, faith, and music. Some of my music courses that I have are very, very interesting. So thanks again for watching. See you next time.